You know what I mean? Yeah.
Content creators and streamers are no longer safe. Their level of fame has risen to a different level that's having them take different measures in order to get different results. Because what's going on right now is that they are constantly under attack by harassers, by clip farmers, and by people who look to do actual harm to them in some cases. Coming off the heels of the weekend of TwitchCon, it's not just Imaru who we reported.
Yo, Imaru, listen, I know you don't know me, but Imaru, like, y'all, I hope everything's okay, you know? I hope everything's okay. Like, I know she made a whole tweet and all that, but like, I know, like, I know the stuff that certain uncomfortable situations can make people think. You know, I know how it can make you feel. So you know. So I hope Imaru good. This video about streaming not being safe no more, which I 100% agree with.
On a separate video about her getting assaulted by a man at her meet and greet who was coming out with different complaints. The timeline was flooded, and I mean flooded, with conversations about people getting harassed.
Got sexually harassed. Hold on. I want to read these. I'll watch that.
Timeline was flooded, and I mean flooded, with conversations.
Got sexually harassed on stream by a crew member at TwitchCon today. Yay. Loving Rotterdam. Feels safe. Especially after being followed into an elevator by a scary man and up to my room. Yay. Sleep well, guys. Yo, and that's another thing, bro. Yeah, the blue-haired nigga should have done something. I feel bad for women in the content creation space, especially girls like Emerald who built their shit. Like, okay, let's just say this. Some content creators, their shit, like what they have to offer, especially women, but it's like some women just use their body for content, you know? Which there's nothing wrong with that, but just know it's not gonna be long-term, so you better use that motherfucker in all the ways you can. But some women just use their body to catch the eyes and get likes and things of that nature, and it generates good revenue for a short period of time, you know, for a small moment. But nah, I don't think Senna's like that. Senna's a part of the poggers community. Like they had like Senna, she's like she's done cosplay. Like Senna's like just a desktop pogger streamer, bro. That's all she is. I'm not gonna lie. But Emerald was like, yo, she has her thing. She does cosplay. Her cosplays be tough as fuck. Word to. I pray one day that I get lit enough that she wants to do a cosplay with me. Facts. I would dead ass do a cosplay, 100%. But I really just don't fuck with the fact that that the women who have built their shit off of something real, they get treated as if like they're in the same caliber as women who have built their shit off something faulty or temperamental. You know, like it kind of sucked. You feel me? That's why I be feeling bad. Like, cause bro, women usually get the short end of the stick in a lot of things, bro. So like when that shit boils over into content, it's like, damn, that's fucked up. Feel me? Shout out all my women out there though.
About people getting harassed, people getting brushed upon, and this is through their own text testimonial and through some video testimonial that we saw of situations of people running up on it. Now you would think that a platform like Twitch, who's really reliant on creator activity in order to make themselves sustainable, would be heading security, would be top-notch in security. But listening to Dan Clancy respond to the situation that happened at TwitchCon, I'm not very positive about the outcomes.
Let's see what Danny has to say.
Obviously, we saw one Twitch streamer yesterday, Amaru, get assaulted by a male fan, and a lot of streamers have, especially female streamers, have talked about, you know, the danger that they feel from these sort of toxic, I guess, parasocial kind of creeps. What are you guys doing to prioritize safety? Because I know also a bunch of Twitch content creators said that they were too scared to even come to TwitchCon this year, just in case something like what happened yesterday would happen.
The safety of our creators is a top priority. The challenge we face is a challenge in today's society. It's not limited to Twitch. It extends throughout our society. I do think that when you're live streaming, in many ways, since you control your community and you can ban people, you can make it so that those people that you don't...
Oh my God, Dan. Come on, bro. Dan, like, come on, bro. This is real life. What you gonna say? No! Mods, get him in real life. No, bro. Come on, Dan. Maybe you could ban a nigga from your chat. They create another account. Look at what you do. They could look at you on different platforms. They could still watch your videos. It's like, bro, let's not act like banning a nigga from your Twitch chat is gonna do anything besides not allow them to say crazy shit in your Twitch chat. They can still say crazy shit everywhere else. They can harass you on TikTok. And mind you, the amount of weird niggas it is today, it be IPs getting leaked, numbers getting leaked, SSNs getting leaked, everything. A nigga will call your phone. A nigga will look at your phone. Like, yo, it be weird shit. Like, it's real life weirdos, bro. Which make this shit really dangerous and scary. Now, I'm not a woman, feel me? So I really don't know all of their problems. I'm not gonna lie. So I can't really speak on that. But for what I do see is, bro, it's way harder, bro. So we really have to put way more attention into it. And that what he just said, First of all, that was very like insensitive. Cause like it's almost like you're saying it's up to them to no, your Twitch, you take care and you handle your platform. You handle what's going on here. You handle the people that you let in, like you handle things with a lot more authority to let people know, oh, I'm not gonna do this because even if I did think about doing this, I don't want to do this because these could be the repercussions. This could be this. That shit is very real, bro. It's very real. And for him to say something like that, it doesn't like, and that's not gonna make your female content creators feel any more comfortable. Bro's PR team is in his ear right now.
Engaging with you and
Danny over.
Okay, it's very different. You know, when I use other short form content and people say all sorts of stuff, well, I can't stop that. But when I live stream, they basically don't bother me. Now, what happened yesterday obviously was something that we care deeply about, securing this environment. You know, we're looking very closely at everything that happened there, and I care deeply about Emmy. She's a friend of mine, and so I want to see how we can support her. This is just something we have to keep working on. I think everyone identifies our tools in terms of trust and safety as the leaders in the industry about helping creators, but that means there's always more work to be done.
Yeah, that's not what I would have liked to have heard. Now, granted, I will give Dan Clancy this. I do think they are the leaders when it comes to security and safe practices and measures, both online and in person, when it comes to, you know, securing their Twitch streamers and their creators and protecting them. But being the fattest pig at the fair still makes you a pig. At the end of the day, it's not
Yo,
good.
I like that terminology. I fuck with that. I fuck with that terminology. I fuck with Omar, bro. I really hope he see one of my videos one day. I hope so. Like reacting to his shit. I fuck with Omar. He be saying some good shit. I ain't gonna lie. Because all that shit that Dan just said, that was some bullshit. Shout out Dan though, but that was some bullshit.
The biggest creator on your platform has to speak out after you go on this interview where you're kind of covering your face and your ass with how much you do protect your content creators and streamer, and kind of debunk everything that you said on your interview.
I've been talking to Twitch people, and I'm really upset because I noticed a lot of negligence around the event, and I'm not happy with the way that they're handling it.
I don't like, yo, she's handling it well though. That's one thing I can't say. Like, if I was a woman and I got assaulted, boy, I'd be tripping on a yacht. I'd be demanding money, bro, and not even on some real life shit. I would really spaz the fuck out, bro. Cause what make you think it's okay to touch me? Do I give off that I want to be touched by you? Like, it's so much little shit that factor into it, bro. She's handling it. Yo, she's handling this shit the best way I've ever seen anybody handle something like this. She's handling it very well. But just the fact that we gonna, like, the lying, the manipulation, the hiding, like she said, the negligence, just all of those things kind of contribute to it being an unsafe platform, or it turning into that. Which I fuck with Twitch. But I'm not one of those parasocial niggas who thinks parasocially and builds parasocial relationships. You feel me? No. When I'm in the chat, I'm in the chat. When I'm watching, I'm watching. Other than that, I'm living my life game. It is not, I'm not hugging nobody that I want to be hugged. I'm not walking up to nobody, grabbing them, trying to kiss them. Fuck no. It's like, yo, I swear niggas be having mental disabilities, and for Dan to really, that shit brought me the wrong way, bro. Because women really get mistreated in so much shit. That shit ass.
Like, what do you mean? She's like, well, I asked them, you know, like, what are they gonna do about this? And you know what they said initially? They said, oh, well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days. What?
That's a joke. That's a joke.
She's obviously like, hello?
Yes,
like
that shit nutty.
What the fuck are you talking about? Also, that's like nothing to do with anything. No one gives a fuck if he's banned on Twitch or not. Like, we're talking about the convention here. So they changed it to indefinite. Takes an hour for that to happen, by the way. These two people are the head of security for Amazon and the head of risk for Twitch.
Blast them, sis. Huh? Blast them.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, she doing her thing.
The same night, I'm not gonna drop names here because I wasn't there, so I didn't see it. But I had multiple people tell me that key Twitch representatives last night were out partying.
She's talking about Dan Clancy, by the way. The same Dan Clancy who just went on the interview saying that he's doing his best job to protect the streamers and the content creators. Twitch is doing a phenomenal job.
My thing,
hold on. Guy who just assaulted her walking out of the venue, free, clear, and going about his merry way. Couldn't even bother to ban him from the event. Oh, God.
My whole thing is, it's like, bro, gang, you had one of your biggest bro, everybody knows who Emerald is. Even if you never like watched her videos before, you've seen her in somebody else's content probably. Like she is she's one of the female Twitch creators, bro. If the dude was black, it would have been over. Like it would have been over. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But you don't even know though for real, because Twitch is very shaky. No, it's very shaky. But I do think if he was black, it would have been handled differently. But bro, Dan, you out partying. First of all, we seen what his Twitch feed looked like. Hold on, bro. Let me just go to it because I really got clock T. Dan Clancy Twitch feed. Twitch feed. Let's just see, bro. Dan shows off Twitch's new feature. Yeah. Let's see this.
You want to explore clips?
That's very nice.
And now you have a clips feed. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Suppose you want to check out
I've never heard of these women
stories.
I've never seen her
what
before.
you missed yesterday. You click there, and now you're in your stories feed.
Dan, I could go through my Twitch right now, Dan. There's nothing like this, gang. Plus daddies and step bros.
Okay?
Okay. That's very nice.
Yeah.
But if you like imagine this. The nigga who's supposed to be protecting you because you're working under him, you're on his platform. This is what his shit look like. This is what his app looks like. That's like if you've seen Mark Zuckerberg's fucking Facebook, and it's just and a woman just got assaulted, and all his shit is women with big ass titties out, and he not handling this shit properly. We know where your mind is at, gang. You're a sex demon. You're freaky, gang. I'm sorry. Dan, I gotta put you on blast. I'm sorry, bro. Like I said, I respect you and I appreciate this platform. But if you gonna really handle shit, you gotta really handle shit.
But outside of Dan Clancy, the TwitchCon incident, and the exact thing
really gotta handle
TwitchCon and Twitch need to cover up, there's been a lot of conversation, even before this, about Twitch streamers and their safety. Both clip farming and parasocialism has created this environment where content creators and fans have blurred boundaries. And these blurred boundaries and blurred lines are creating real life safety concerns for every individual involved, most notably the streamers in these situations. This may be the mark to the beginning of the end of the IRL streaming era, but there are so many instances that I can name in recent times where content creators have stepped from behind that desk and something outlandish has happened when they've gone abroad trying to, spread their legs and reach out to their audiences. I didn't talk about it when it happened because I was on vacation, but there was a fan on a famous stream that featured Senna who said some of the most outlandish and inappropriate things to her while they were doing a challenge of being a prisoner and trying to, I think, break out of jail or something like that. Because of the always-on nature of streaming specifically, parasocialism has been on the rise. I've highlighted it multiple times on this channel, but where it was when I was highlighting it and where Kai Cenat in this next clip is talking about it has elevated to an entire different level.
So like it happens with every streamers, bro. It's this thing with their audience to where they feel like very parasocial. It gets actually scary.
Explain parasocial.
It's just like when you think you just know, like when you're so invested into somebody's life, like as if like you know them. And you really think like y'all friends.
Hold on, I'm gonna let this cock clip finish.
You're like, okay, bro.
Yo, there's so much shit I want to talk about, bro.
Almost a lot of your life.
Like it got worse after my subathon, especially because my cameras are on 24/7. They watch.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. I'm not finishing. I'm not gonna wait, bro. I'm a desktop streamer, 100%. I don't like. I'm gonna do IRLs, 100%. Like, of course, but being at a desk, bro. Like, this is my comfort zone. And I have no problem going outside of my comfort zone. Like, I want to do big IRL streams one day. But I know the risk that I'm going to be taking because of the parasocial shit. It's like, that shouldn't even be a fucking thing, bro. It's like, it's almost like a mental illness. It's like, you don't know this nigga? Bro, I'm one of Playboy Max's biggest supporters. I don't know Maxwell personally. I don't make any judgments about his character. I know that Max is a human just like anybody else. I know Max can fuck up like any other human. I know Max has probably made crazy mistakes in his past just like any other human. Like, it don't go no further than, I fuck with his streams, I fuck with his music, I fuck with what he do. It inspires me. It don't go no further than that. I don't think I know this nigga. I fuck with Rage OD crazy. I fuck with Senna too. I feel like Senna doing a lot for the female Twitch community, bro. She collabing with a lot of guys, and she really like breaking down that wall of separation, women and men in the content creation space. And I fuck with that. But it never gets to a point where it's like, let me go find her. No, nigga. No. Ew. Like, that shit's break a nigga brain damn near.
Eat, take showers, do whatever. You feel what I'm saying?
Shit nasty.
So, they literally thought that they were like roommates for me for like 30 days. It's not certain people, but like it's like that small majority of people that really think they know you.
Now, with that already parasocial element baked into streaming, and then you add into the fact that some of these content creators want to include some of their fans into the content, people don't understand what lines and boundaries are. Which brings me to the Senna incident that I did not cover. While Senna was on the FaZe stream doing the prisoner challenge that Lacey had set up during the FaZe subathon, the prisoner fan person who won the opportunity to be on this stream said some really inappropriate things. Just really, really crossed the line. It was actually quite gross.
Facts.
Slamming Sky Breathe the other night.
You were slamming your age.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Well, first of all, I wasn't slamming anybody if that's what you want to fantasize, but you have to fake your shit. When I do anything, I don't have to fake it, so...
Oh, so it's true?
No, because I said if I do anything, I won't have to fake it because I'll tell you, and you'll know.
What about agent?
You might be a schizo, I'm not gonna lie.
Watching person.
Oh my God. That's some nut shit. Nigga said, oh, that's so embarrassing. Secondhand embarrassment.
Right now, a bucket of water will come flying through the thing. You want to say sorry?
This is why he's locked up. Oh, I got a fire extinguisher. I'll shut my eyes, don't worry.
A little weird one.
Bro, I feel bad, bro.
What'd you say?
Bro, I said I saw the arch in person. Now I feel bad.
You said it to her, or you said it to the camera?
I don't even know, because she had her shit turned around. So like,
She was walking around.
He's smiling.
She heard you?
No, like she was like doing the toss. And then
And you said it, and she heard you.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Sammy?
Apologize to Sarah. Oh, you gotta say for what and all that shit.
Sorry, I'm actually so sorry. Like, well, I shouldn't. No, it's not okay. Like, I shouldn't have said that.
Wait, that's kind of nice. I feel bad now.
No, John, I swear to God, I'm actually sorry. Like,
Thank you.
you don't even know. I shouldn't.
An apology
He's
is
going home. I'm gonna pay him the percentage for the time that he was here. Obviously, I care about Senna a lot.
That's good. That's good moves by Lacey, 100%.
Still, I'm not gonna let that slide the way he talked to her, even though he apologized and said what he said.
Now, while I do think what Sammy said is disgusting, I do think that it was a good job for Lacey and Rage to stand up for Senna in that specific moment. What he said was totally inappropriate. I don't think anybody can debate that at all.
Because you wouldn't say some shit like that to a teacher.
Say that is because he's on a FaZe stream and he just felt like, he was close to Senna. And I can almost guarantee you that we collectively can guess the excuse that he decided to use when Sammy, the prisoner, got on his stream later on and gave his explanation as to why he said it. Mind you, this is a FaZe stream.
Bro, I didn't actually mean to sexualize her in any fucking way. I respect Senna so much. She's my favorite female streamer. I just thought it was a joke that the guys made that I thought I could make. But
that's the thing, bro. We gotta learn boundaries, bro. You're not the guys. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I have homeboys who make N-word jokes. Not even anymore. Back in middle school, I'll put it like this. I had homeboys who made N-word jokes back in middle school. I was way more comfortable. And yes, there's a bias. 100%. I don't care if you and this nigga look the same. Me and this, I've known him for a longer time. Or not even N-words, it's just black jokes in general. Like the banter between a white homeboy and a black homeboy. Feel me? Mayonnaise sandwiches. Oh, Popeyes. It's just like, there's a bias and there's a clear and concise line. No random person gonna say some shit like that to me. Cause what the fuck? I'm me at the end of the day. I have boundaries. Feel me? Like that shit crazy, bro. Like you have to know the difference. You're not them. You're not them by any stretch of the imagination. It doesn't matter how close you are to them. It doesn't matter at all, bro. You're not them.
Clearly, I was in the wrong. So I'm so sorry for that. I didn't mean to say that. It was a comment that I made. I thought I was clip farming.
There it is.
Clearly.
And even now, I don't let people make. I don't let people make black jokes to me.
Farming, then you win the jackpot. But isn't it interesting that Sammy says that I thought it was a joke that the guys made a couple months ago, and that I could get away with it? The guys. He's referring to Senna's actual friends, the streamers that she streams with 24/7. Why does Sammy, a viewer of the FaZe Clan, a viewer of Agent, a viewer of Rage, a viewer of Senna, feel feel as if he's a part of the guys to where he can get a joke off.
Yeah, nah, that's crazy.
Because these fans and consumers of the content feel as if they are a part of the actual things that's going on. Right now, I know a lot of streamers are feeling like, hell, all bets are off. Anything that they want to do, they feel like they can do, and I just don't feel safe about going to TwitchCon. Anything you fans feel like is cool to do, they're just gonna do it anyway without asking permission, and honestly, that makes it hard for them to be IRL with these people. Post TwitchCon, I saw a lot of people saying they either didn't.
And that's the thing though, the way I feel is, bro, I have no problem, like one thing people gotta get more comfortable with is asking questions. Like, what I mean by that is, bro, ask what the boundaries are. Have a conversation, be like, yeah, like, what are your boundaries? Like, I know we're not close, I know you have friends and all this, like, what are your boundaries? Like, what jokes can I make? What jokes can I not make? And I feel like that's a healthy way to go about it. It's like some people, it might look crazy in the moment, honestly. But I'd rather somebody look crazy in the moment by asking me, like, what are my boundaries? Or what am I comfortable with? Than somebody just assuming that, oh, we this close, or assuming that they can just do this. And now I have to respond in a way that's making the whole situation look quite rather interesting, to put it that way. But yeah, but we just gotta ask more questions, bro. Inquire upon what are people comfortable with.
Safe, didn't have a good time, actually got harassed, and the IRL streamers and the clip farmers were out of control. And if you had to wonder why, it's because these people feel like they're a part of the inner circle. It was a time where your rage was dancing at TwitchCon and somebody came up and violated him doing something inappropriate, and he looked at the camera, thought it was okay, thought he was a part of the inner circle and joked to get it off like he was buddies with your rage.
Hey, bro.
I seen this shit. This shit was crazy. Yo, when I met Rage, all I did, I said, hey, Rage. He said, hey, Rage. I dapped the nigga up. I took my flick and I kept it pushing. And Jose was right there too. I wouldn't have tried shit at all. But I wouldn't try shit no way, bro. That's a grown-ass man. You gonna put ass on a grown man you don't know? I wonder what go through niggas' head. Not only is that so gay, but that's so random. You just gonna put ass on a random nigga you don't know at all? What the fuck? That shit OC. That's OC. Nigga Rage was obviously uncomfortable. And look, then the nigga I would have been tight. I would have been tight.
What I don't like about these situations is if one of these streamers bugged the fuck out on you, you would look at them crazy, you would be filing a police report, you would be coming to the internet talking about how your Rage just violated me, etc., etc. That's weak as water. Now, streamers will feel different if there were more safety measures when they go to these public events, specifically TwitchCon, places where they're invited out. But as it's been revealed, not just through the Imaru situation, but through other situations, that Twitch doesn't really care about these things, specifically at these conventions.
Gotta be the money, bro. It's about the money.
Parasocial epidemic. But now we're getting to the point where you created this place and space for there to be in real life interactions, but Twitch security, for what it's worth, is non-existent and for show more than anything.
And so I told my Twitch partner manager, I was like, listen, I know you guys are trying to help. I know the whole Emmy thing happened, but like, don't force this on me. You know? Like, I get you guys kind of have to, like, you're trying to cover your asses. No offense. Now you're just overdoing it. And I did not ask for this.
Yeah, like, niggas going to panic mode and shit.
I came, if I needed an escort between my events, and if they needed someone to watch over me during my events, or like if I'm walking around the convention and stuff. And all along I was like, no, I don't.
Yeah, it's like, I understand they're trying to take safety precaution, but that's not a good way to do it.
For me, it's just for PR, and I'm like, I don't want one.
Now, there's a couple reasons why that streamer would turn down any sort of Twitch security guard or escorts that they're putting in front of them. For one, it's very performative. When I looked at people like Neon's meet and greet, I looked at the lineup, I looked at the way the setup was, and to be honest with you, I don't really see any protection going on here. If you take a screenshot in a freeze frame of Neon sitting at his little small desk, the only thing stopping a fan from running up on Neon and smacking him in the face is this seemingly small 50-year-old woman and this rope. Like this little barricade rope. This is not enough protection for these streamers who are voicing their complaints about safety. It's just not. And number two, these TwitchCon members, the people that are on the crew and the staff and stuff like that, aren't the best in the bunch either. These are like volunteers at best. They're not really giving you real life protection. Take streamer Jessic, for example. She literally reported the fact that she had gotten harassed by one of the TwitchCon members. One of the people that was assigned to the specific area that she ran into, but most importantly, that was a part of the event.
touched her so you could say hello. One thing I don't agree with. Don't touch people you don't know. Just don't. If I ever seen somebody, bro, I would rather walk in front of somebody and be like, excuse me. I'd rather look at somebody and say, excuse me. Excuse me. I'd rather say, excuse me 1,000 fucking times. Or hello. Excuse me. Hi. Yo, bro. Yo. I'm not just touching people. You never know somebody's boundaries. Now, what if she would have just turned around and glassed your shit? Now she wildin'. Oh, no. Stop fucking touching people. People like no home training, bro. Like, look,
What are we doing?
That it's like you trying to shoot a shot and that shit was awkward.
At some point, there's stuff that happens before you get to these IRL interactions and situations that need to be addressed. I don't know how else to put this, but there are a lot of weirdos online. And by a lot of weirdos, I mean a lot of weirdos. And because these content creators and streamers make this one-to-one type connection and type of feeling with people, these people who are viewing the content creators are getting more and more and more comfortable with their favorite creator to the point where I just have to straight up call it inappropriate at worst, but honestly criminal at best. Like, some of these situations are not suited for public consumption. Like when Agent got harassed online.
Oh, I said I was like obsessing over you and some other girl that you were like collabing with.
Yeah, don't say it.
You know, it was just like, it was that type of obsession. It was like a TikTok obsession. Like, edits came on my TikTok. I was
that's my thing. Why? Whenever I see a nigga liking an edit of a nigga, so one time I was in class, right? I bullshit you now. I'm in class. I see this nigga watching a BTS edit. Nigga name, next year I'm not gonna name drop him. See him watching the BTS edit. I look over at his phone, he like, favorite, and reposted shit. I'm like, yo, bro, you gay? He like, no. How the fuck did you just like and repost the edit and favorite an edit of another man? Now look, there's nothing wrong with being gay. But if you're not gay and you just did that, that seems like a parasocial relationship is being formed. And I understand that's how you create a stronger, like, you know, like one thing I want a very strong community, bro. But I'm letting you know, yeah, the big three on a BTS video, yeah, that shit's fronts. How do I tell you? But bro, like, yeah, sports edits is valid, 100%. Sports edits is definitely valid. But it's like, bro, it seems like a pair. Like, I want my community to be real, bro. I want my community to be full of real niggas. And of course, you can't control who's watching and who's, you know, looking. But I just want the people who really support me to be real niggas, like niggas who know that I'm here. Niggas could talk to me about stuff. Like, I'm very interactive with the community, but it's never going further than just a screen. Unless I know you in real life, don't think it's further than just a screen. Like in a, and I mean that 100%. Unless I know you in real life, do not think it's further than a screen, because that shit will go south. I'm not a person who just plays it safe. I'm not a person who just smile and wave. I will set my boundaries. I will curse you out. I will chew you the fuck up. I'm not afraid to set my boundaries, because that's my boundaries. If I don't want you doing something to me, you're not going to do it at all. I don't care who you think you are. You're not going to do it.
And then maybe later I will rewatch them, because they just brought me a little bit of joy inside. Like, you know, I love love. So when people are shipping people or something like that, you know, I also just love good friendships still. Like, y'all are great friends. My friends, you know, saw that, and I was telling them about it, because I tell my friends will bring me joy, and they were calling me even more crazy for obsessing over people that aren't actually dating. I was like, it's not about them dating, it's about the waiting. The edits that were just like that were you and that girl turned into just you. So then I got edits of just you, and I would watch those, and those would bring me joy. Then I started kind of obsessing. Some people would say obsessing. I don't think I was, though. I think I'm fine. And it kind of got to the point where it was like, you know, my whole TikTok was you. So, like, all I was you. So, you know, maybe all my conversations
That's
were
some
about
weird
you.
shit. I ain't
maybe
gonna lie, bro.
About you. And even maybe, like, I tried to go to Atlanta to see if I could try and meet you. But, like, it wasn't nothing crazy deep, because I didn't actually...
Okay. Whoa. Hold on now. Wait.
Yo, what is going on? Or how about the time that streamer BX revealed that her stalker at the time was saying the most disgusting things on Twitch?
I'm stopping her plans. Either we can do this peacefully, or it's gonna get ugly. She thinks that she moved and stuff, that she's safe, and We know where she is. I have money to spend. I'll drop $100K on this, not even blink.
What?
I'm gonna take it to another level. You tell me if you want to end this, we'll end it. We'll make the terms. My heart, I've got evil in there. It's lingering. I don't know if it lingers.
This nigga's 40, by the way. You can tell. This nigga is 40 years old, obsessing over a woman who doesn't know him. Talking about some, we can end it. It's not a relationship. It's one-sided. Wow, you're not. This shit's weird. Like, this is the example of niggas like, I feel like our generation's version of it, like us young niggas, is niggas who stayed in online school for too long. If you stayed in online school for too long, you're either going to turn out like this nigga, or you're going to be a school scooter. Not saying you can't be nothing else. I'm just saying those are the vibes you give off.
I've had to hold it back a long time.
I don't even think that's a tiger's hat. Is that a tiger's hat?
I can do stuff.
I didn't want to assume that. I really didn't want to attach him to the tigers.
I really want to. The fucking darkness in me just wants to come out like a goddamn demon. Bad thing. I actually don't think if I did what I want to in my mind, I couldn't come back from it.
That was absolutely
40, gang.
Mind you,
gotta cut that shit out.
Incidences were streamed to thousands. I mean thousands upon thousands of people, and literally Twitch, the platform, nobody did anything. We just moved on to the next day.
Like, bro, we gotta start locking niggas up.
Social event. But the thing about these situations is that these now present real deal safety concerns. That last clip that I just showed was that stalker talking about the things they would do to this woman at TwitchCon. So we know what happens when these things come off of the internet and then go into an IRL setting. Hell, Senna Valkyrie and Imaru had that situation earlier this year on the boardwalk where that guy literally chased them around, and if he had gotten his hands on them, Lord knows what he would have did. There was the situation where DDG got into a fight at DreamCon because a fan tried to run up on him and do his own version of clip farming. And there's a situation where Jay Cinco also got into a fight while shopping at the mall.
Yo, this shit really crazy. This shit really been happening all year. Yo, Twitch, what we going? You feel me? You know. Maybe if niggas got too many watch hours in the streamer chat, we gotta get them up off the app for a little bit. I don't know though. That's just my idea. If you watch a nigga too much, you banned. Don't let me be the owner of Twitch. If anybody with over 400 hours in anybody's stream, it's over, gang. You off the app for 30 days. Give yourself a detox. You need to go meditate and breathe.
This is due to
shit runs, and you get IP banned too.
This parasocial environment and fans just taking it way too far. This weekend was just a cherry on top of a lot of moments throughout this year and these past couple years of just blatant disrespect for boundaries between streamer and fan. Like, I don't know how else to put it. This isn't just a genderized issue. This isn't just a race issue, even though I did not talk about iShowSpeed and his travels across the country and people hurling racist remarks at him. This is a lack of boundary issue. Streamers have always tried to separate themselves from the A-list celebrity and take on this persona of being like, you know, really, really connected, really, really grounded with these people. But ultimately, going forward, I don't think that will be the case anymore. And from my perspective, there's only two options left. One, streamers are just gonna have to cancel all sorts of public appearances. And that means, first and foremost, IRL streaming, the stream sniping, and the living in a 24-hour surveillance state where somebody can pinpoint your location is absolutely crazy. But also, these public conventions and places and spaces are no longer safe. Asm Gold was just recently on Twitter talking about how he urged women to not go to TwitchCon, and it's echoing a lot of the sentiments of some of the ladies, like a Senna or like a Valkyrie, saying, hey, they've been having to deal with stalkers and nasty and weirdo people for a while now that's having them cancel their meet and greets.
I told you guys recently that there was an event that I went to that somebody who is like unfortunately like a stalker of mine was able to show up at. And to be fair, it wasn't even the event's fault because nobody knew that this person was even going. Like no one knew. And there's, at the end of the day, there really is only so much you can do, right? Like that's the one thing I will tell you guys about. I'm not gonna tell you guys about other stuff. And if I'm being honest with you, a lot of you remember my meet and greet at TwitchCon from last year. And I love Twitch. Like Twitch, they do try to do their best. But you know, Twitch last year, the security that was standing to let people come up, I had to hire my own security, okay? Because the security that was provided at the meet and greet were like, you know, they were convention security. And at the end of the day, like, I'm not.
In other words, fragile and timid.
Security, but convention security is not going to put their life on the line.
I'm actually terrified that someone's going to kill me. I'm not kidding. I don't want to IRL outside the house for like a long time. I swear to, bro, that shit was weird last night. Some guy last night.
Yeah, Ron literally talked about this. Niggas came to the face grip and said they want to kill Ron and all this bullshit. It's like, damn, bro. Yeah, nah. Look, I'm praying for all my fellow streamers out there, bro. Cause I'm in here now, bro. I'm in here, bro. I'm buckled in like this. I'm in here for the long run. This is a 20-year play. So, whatever I experience in this 20 years, bro, I just pray, you know what I'm saying? It's conducive and it shapes me to, do things better or differently, But this shit is sad, honestly, bro. I'm praying for everybody, 100%. Cause even just like, yo, Twitch, you gotta take shit more seriously. Like, is Twitch $1 billion company yet? Cause I know they're under Amazon, and Amazon's $1 billion company. So it's like, damn, It's almost like we can do better, bro, 100%. Like you can always, there's always room for improvement. Just think what you can do better. Of course, we don't want it to move like we don't want it to be like a fucking blockade of officers everywhere. But it's like when people's safety is being threatened, it's like, okay, maybe let's take this a little more serious. Maybe let's do such and such differently. Maybe let's, it's just very different, So I'm definitely praying for everybody, 100%.
Ray ordered food, and for the Uber Eats delivery, it was a Russian dude who didn't have a front plate, who didn't have a back plate, and he was in a black truck, and in his car were photos of me when I didn't order the food, photos of like Silky, and photos of like everybody, and he had cop stuff all in his car.
I missed the social Hassan era. There is unfortunately an obvious setback there because of, one, all the political incidents that have taken place, and two, how those political incidents have had some pretty significant consequences in how much I can go out in the real world and socialize with other people. As I said already, I'm not going to TwitchCon, not because I'm worried about my own safety, but I'm literally not going to TwitchCon because I'm worried about the safety of others. I don't want to put them in the fucking crosshairs if some psycho freak decides, like, I'm going to go there.
Or the streamers are going to just have to move around with massive, and I mean massive, I'm talking about presidential levels of security. But to be quite honest with you, even with like 15, 16 security guards, I don't think that will be enough. There are two main things that I think can be addressed in the conversation of how this can happen going forward. I do think the nature of streaming creates some of this parasocialism, some of this nastiness that goes on with people. But I do need parents, children, teachers, anybody surrounding these people that consume this streamer content, this creator world content, etc., to really check in on those people. The relationships that they are developing in these doors and in these homes, they range from having a celebrity crush-like obsession to something to where people are in their minds convincing themselves that they should go assault these types of things. And I feel like, and it sounds crazy, but these streamers should be able to move around as freely as they want to without the fear or threat of violence. I can't even say they're subjected to being at their own house, creating content, because people are coming to these people's homes now. It's just all over the top weird. The platforms need a moderation overhaul. Maybe some of the content needs to shift, but more importantly, people need to check in on their friends, families, and loved ones, because people's mental states have to be fried that they think that shit like this is just okay. This is not a sustainable thing that we're doing, and something needs to happen before something breaks.
I agree, bro. Shout out my boy Omar, bro. Facts. Shout out Omar. Bro. You give it a bug, bro. I know, like, while I'm doing this, bro, some parasocial shit gonna happen. But I'm just praying, like, and I'm putting this out there now. I don't take shit lightly, and safety precautions will be met, 100%. Safety precautions will be met, and I'm not dealing with none of this shit, bro. Like, honestly, bro, I'm not going for it, and I hope that nobody else go for it either. Cause streaming could be a great thing. Streaming can go so many places, so many. But not everybody needs to be a streamer. Not everybody needs to be watching streaming. So make sure y'all make the separation. Make sure y'all know what y'all are doing. Make sure y'all pay attention to those small things within yourself when y'all find yourself forming relationships. And be aware, because you don't want to be a fucking weirdo.